Good evening, everybody.
Hi, all. Wait for everyone to come in. Hey, Julie.
Evening, everybody. Good
Hi,
to have
girl.
you guys here.
Mhm.
Hey, what's up? Hey, buddy. So I'm just getting flooded with messages and communications, and let's allow let's give them a chance to join. George, how are you doing, buddy?
John.
I've allowed everybody to unmute themselves. Hi, George. You can unmute yourself.
Was it? You were hiding initially. You good?
I had to get my cup of coffee.
Okay. What, you got 10 liters of coffee with you? Yay.
That's Donovan's. He's rubbed off on me on that.
Was it done? You good?
You are muted, Don.
There we go. Yeah, I'm good, George. I'm good. Just been busy, extremely busy, but all good, all good. Uh, Mr. Watson, there you
Hi,
are.
hi, Don. How are you? Hello, everyone. How
Good,
are you?
brother.
Hi, Watson. Good to see you.
Hi, JP. How are you?
Good, good, good.
I'm excited to see so many faces here. Uh,
Hi, Dan.
Hello, everyone.
Evening.
Hi, Taryn.
Rina and Niall, it's so good to see you guys.
We're
Gosh,
here.
We're here. It's good to see you guys.
it's so nice to see old faces. Wow.
It's been ages.
I
Absolutely.
know.
Feel I ought to go get the wine glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our usual, what it used to be 3 times a week.
Yes. Gosh.
Yeah. Well, we've not
Nashi, Nashi's very quiet. How are you doing, Nashi?
Very fine, thank you, CEO. Thank you.
good to see
Nice
you
to
again.
see everyone.
Hi, Danielle.
I think,
I see Jay is in here as
Hey,
well.
what's
Oh,
happening,
my
guys?
goodness.
Sorry, I'm at the gym
yeah,
waiting for my
yeah.
ride.
We brought out the big guns, Karen. We brought out the
Oh,
big
yeah.
guns.
I see so. I see so.
Yeah.
All my favorite people.
Oh,
Well, you're gonna meet more favorite people today.
Oh, my goodness. It feels like a
Yeah,
reunion.
absolutely, absolutely. So many of you that recall, all my fancy branding and videos and that sort of thing. That used to be done by this young man here called Daniel K.
mhm.
I'll never attempt pronouncing his surname.
Okay, it's called Klinsovlevich. Not called, it's how you pronounce it. And the reason why I kept it, it's because nobody can forget it. So it's
Well,
good for
Who
nobody
can
can
branding.
forget
pronounce it.
it?
Nobody can pronounce it.
Yeah.
Well, you'll always be Dan the Wolfman to me. So
I'm trying to pronounce it, but guys, no, it's like a tongue twister over here.
yeah, it is. It is.
Ken Pavlovich. Yeah, I got it.
Glenn Kovovich.
Hi, Calvin.
You from Viking land, Daniel? Just asking because I used to follow those
Say
series
it again, Dana.
quite well.
I can't do the Canadian now.
Hey, Calvin.
I'll message later.
Okay. Calvin, we can't hear you.
Yeah, you're mute. Are you unmuted?
No,
We
he's
still can't hear.
unmuted. He's unmuted and you still can't hear you. Welcome, Musa.
Okay, guys, we'll just
Welcome, Christian.
another few minutes. People are still trying to come on board.
Yeah, nah, we early. We're early.
Really.
It's already
Well,
19:34.
it's
I
4
don't
minutes
mean
past.
early, it's late.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
very
5
cool.
minutes past. Okay. But again, we're working on African time, but so we're early.
30 seconds or a minute, and then we'll hit off. Mhm. We don't sound excited? Everybody's quiet.
I think everybody's
That's good.
anticipating
You've muted
the
everyone.
good news.
Should I play the video in
Is
the
that
meantime?
Mama Rosina? Is that Rosina?
Is Rosina in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it
Yeah.
is. It is. It is, Donny.
Friend.
Hello.
How are you,
In
my
the
friend?
dark.
Good, and how are you, Donny?
Good, good.
Long time.
Our last get together was in Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hello, Rosina.
Hi, how are you? Hey, Taryn. Wow, long
You're
time.
good.
Yes. My
Donovan was
goodness.
not joking when he said once upon a
Wow. How nice to see you guys.
You too. You too.
mm.
Sure.
Sunday afternoon.
Karina, when you're ready, you let us know.
Yeah, I think we should, because it's Sunday evening. We don't want to keep people.
Yeah.
Start the video.
Yeah. I think let's no, let me
Right.
start and then we'll do video.
Mhm.
So, hi guys, it's great to see everybody on this call. It's been ages, as we all can see. None of us have been together like this for a long time. And we're very excited about this new part of our life. I'm not going to say project, because it becomes a part of our life when we get involved in something like this. And I'm just going to introduce you guys to Donovan. Those of you who have never met Donovan, we've been in business with him for a long time. Many of you do know him as a personal friend. Others know him as acquaintance or heard his name somewhere, but he's a businessman in South Africa. So in saying that, we just want you to have an open mind, be attentive to what is going to be presented, and see for yourself whether you would love this and to take it to people that you love out there. But in saying that, we know it's a great thing for us. It's being part of this company has changed our mindset already because of what have happened before, but where we're going to the future. I just want to say, I'm going to hand over to Donovan as soon as the introduction video is played. And everybody, Donovan is the CEO of the company. He's the brainchild behind this. He has been working on this for almost 10 years now, and it's finally come to fruition. Okay, so stay tuned, enjoy, and keep going. At the end, we will allow questions, but let us just get through the whole presentation. Okay, enjoy the show.
Aureus Alliance, own your legacy. Have you ever dreamt of being part of something truly powerful, of owning more than just a share, but a stake in a company built on purpose, profit, and legacy? With Aureus Alliance Holdings, that dream is now within reach. This isn't just one venture. It's an exclusive opportunity to become a shareholder in a legitimate South African company that's scaling across industries, starting with sustainable gold mining. The near future company growth plan includes, but not limited to, property development, technology, and sustainable high growth ventures. For just $5 internationally or 100 Rand in South Africa, you can secure your first share in the historic launch phase. Every share matters. Every shareholder grows with us. As Aureus grows, so does your dividends. We're not here for reckless mining. We're here for innovation, using eco-friendly wash plant technology that protects the land while producing real results. It's wealth creation with impact, generational, transparent, trustworthy, and you'll never be left behind. Weekly Zoom updates keep every shareholder informed on process, performance, and dividends. This is your chance, your stake, your legacy. Aureus Alliance Holdings, true wealth, real impact. Your realization and journey finally has the opportunity to start here now.
Thank you guys for the brief introduction. Don, I think I'm going to hand over to you to take over to the next part.
Awesome. Thank you, Rita. Okay, so once again, thank you everybody for giving us a few moments of your time this evening. We know it's Sunday, it's family time, so we don't want to keep you guys too long. But as we go along, I just want to introduce our professional team through to you guys. We've got George Vaughn, who's the CFO of Aureus. We've got Watson Regania, who's the Chief of Operations based in Zimbabwe. We've got Mr. Neil Andrews, who's the CIO of Aureus. We've got Mr. Shafiq Safadin, who's the company legal counsel based in Cape Town. Then we've got Dan, beautiful video that you just seen. He's the head of marketing. And then, of course, we've got JP Rademeyer, who's the systems designer, but he would introduce himself better. I wouldn't do justice if I tried to introduce him. But he's been very instrumental in helping me put this together. We've embarked on this journey since 2016. Many of you, I think I've spoken to you in person about the project that I'm working on. And it's finally ready for takeoff. So it's been a long journey. It's been really heavy on the pockets over the years, but we finally arrived. So I'm going to hand it over to JP to do the presentation, and we'll take it from there. Thanks. Over to you, JP.
All right. Welcome everybody. Thank you, Donovan. 1 second. Right, so thank you everybody for joining tonight's presentation. My name is JP Rademeyer, the CEO of SUN, the Smart United Network here in South Africa. And what I'm presenting to you tonight is Aureus Alliance Holdings, where we are building gold-backed impact ventures that we're helping to give back to the community. And how we are able to do this is because we are mining real gold. And as everybody knows, the gold price has actually increased tremendously in the last couple of weeks, never mind in the last couple of years. So with real gold comes real profits. So first thing, anybody that is interested in this venture, you are not buying a share in a gold mine or a mine. You are buying a share in the company. You're buying a share in Aureus Alliance Holdings. Okay, and this share is a CIPC registered share certificate. Okay, so what this means is that Aureus has got a vast database of different mines and different ventures that it wants to go into. But at the moment, we have got one gold mine site in Godoma, which is 250 hectares big, and it's going to be generating anything between 2 and 20 tons just on the topsoil, which is called the alluvial layer. Now, what makes us different is that we don't destroy the land when we're mining. We're actually building sustainable mining, and as well beyond that, we actually will take the land into a natural, viable state. So we're not going to open up a strip mine and rip everything to pieces and leave it that it's bare and nothing can ever grow there. Zimbabwe is one of the most beautiful countries in the world, so we want to keep it natural. So in this way, we are doing wash plants. Okay, so what a wash plant is where basically a back actor is digging out the what they call the pay dirt. It goes into a trommel, goes into a crusher, and there's of course water that's also connected to this, and it actually gets the fine traces of gold that it seeps out. Now, little disclaimer. I am not a miner. I am not an engineer. I am a software architect. I develop software. Okay. But I personally, when I got involved with this business, I went to Zimbabwe. I went with Donovan. I went with his team to go and look at this to make sure this is real, because Sun has got a vast community, and we want to introduce it to the world. So everybody is getting a share. This is very important. Okay. And these shares, there's a total of 1.4 million shares. And once these 1.4 million shares are sold, then they will become NFTs, right? So non-fungible token. What this means is we're going to be taking this share certificate and we're putting it on the blockchain. That means it can never be destroyed, right? It can be traded easily. It is cost effective to trade it. You can leave it to your family members. You can give it to a friend. It doesn't matter how you trade it. But what we're going to be opening up is a NFT marketplace, which is specifically for Aureus. And this is being developed as well as all the other software is being developed by Sun. Once the shares are sold out, the 1.4 million shares, and we estimate this is going to happen by June 2026, then these shares will be tradable on the marketplace for a minimum value of $1,000. So we're locking in the value. The minimum value at $1,000 can go way above this. Why? Because if anybody understands what a NFT is, it's usually a nice artwork or some weird artwork even, but it is a rare tradable item. Okay, so each one of these certificates is also going to be a rare tradable item. They're all going to look different on the backs, and on the one side it will be the share certificate, the details and everything of the shareholder, but on the other side it will be a rare artwork. So yes, we are building the biggest NFT collection that has ever existed. The difference is that they are all connected to shares. Now, we are doing a pre-sale for $5 per share for the first 200,000 shares. And then after the pre-sale is completed, there is 19 additional main phases where the price is going up from $10 all the way to $1,000. Now, our first target, let me put it like this, is in January. By January, we want to have 2 wash plants up and running, all right? And these 2 wash plants will be generating anything between $10 up until $40 in dividends. By June, we want to have 10 to 30 wash plants up and running. This will be generating about 3.5 tons per year, and it will be generating a dividend of about $145 per year. Please note that this presentation is set at $107,000 per kilogram. And we know this, that the gold price is already sitting at $124,000. So we can't change the presentation throughout the year. But this gives you an idea of where we were and where we're going to. Now, we're not stopping by the 250 hectares. We are going to be expanding past this 250 hectares. We got additional land in Mutare, which is around about 1,800 hectares. And then we also want to be expanding further throughout Africa, even South Africa, Kenya, Ghana, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia, throughout the entire Africa. And we want to accumulate about 6,000 hectares so that we can do an average of 100 tons of gold per year. Now, what kind of dividend we're talking about then? So the easiest way to calculate this is you take the amount of gold and you times this by the price on the gold. So on 80 tons, when you times that by $107,000, there is also, of course, costs involved, which is 45%. You deduct that, you're looking at about $56 million that you divide by 1.4 million. And then you'll get to the total amount. I'll do a calculation just now to show everybody. Right. Now, we're not just about gold mining. We're not just about any mining. We also want to provide a valued service for the community. We want to help education. We want to help provide clean water, electricity, as well as clinics. okay, and even a hospital. In this area in Kadoma, it's very bare. It's very far away from the city, which is Harare as well. And the kids are walking anything between 10 and 15 kilometers per day to get to school alone. They don't know what electricity is in their houses. So we're going to be relocating these people to a safe environment where they'll have housing, they'll have clean energy, and they'll have clean water as well. So we're not just taking them and removing them, but we're also going to be providing jobs. Okay, so we can't take people from South Africa, like 100 or 200 workers, and take them to Zimbabwe to go mine for us. So we are taking professionals in our team from South Africa and also in Zim, and we're going to be creating jobs by getting miners to come and work for us. Now, we're a proof of work company. What does this mean? It means that we've gone out, we have done our due diligence, we have looked at the land, we have done geotechnical reports. Myself, you can see I'm over there. There's Mr. Donovan James, the CEO. But we've been there multiple times. I myself, I've been there for about 8 months, where I traveled in and out of Zimbabwe, between South Africa and Zimbabwe. I've introduced this to hundreds of people, the concept and what we're going to be building and so forth. Now you'll see these two pictures are very, very important. Why? Because the grass is extremely green. These two pictures over here, this is from a different mine site. Yeah, these are artisanal miners. They're using basic tools. They dig tunnels. A very dangerous job, but they get their small fine traces of gold out, sometimes even big nuggets. But it is a dangerous job. And you see it's very arid, so it's very difficult to get water and things. Where in this area in Kadoma is very rich in water, but besides water, it's very rich in iron. And why is iron an important facet? The more iron there is in the soil, the more gold is found underneath the soil as well. So we know that this is very, very a rich area for our project. And you can see as well, we got a lot of water in the area, as well as when we dug into the ground. This white gentleman here, and you'll see him there as well, very vitally important person as well. He's over there, you can see him more clearly. He's the owner of Yagden Engineering, Mr. Wayne Williams. Now, we're going to be employing Mr. Wayne Williams to create our wash plants. And we don't, like I said, we want to go over 6,000 hectares. So we don't just want to create 1 or 2 or 3 wash plants. We're going to create hundreds of wash plants all over Africa. And he's basically his company is going to be doing it. And he doesn't have a small engineering company. His company is spread out with multiple branches throughout Africa. Right. From there, we went all over Zimbabwe, like I said. We even went to universities. We went to big events as well. We had an event by one of the biggest churches that I personally have ever seen. That was live broadcast on the TV as well. We went even to people's houses where we also introduced this, especially to church communities. Right, so there's a total of 1.4 million shares, like I've said. Our pre-sale is 200,000 shares at $5, and then 1.2 million shares will be going over 19 phases, from $10 to $1,000. For South Africans, the first 4 phases only, all right? So that's the pre-sale and phase 1, 2, and 3. They will be accepting ZAR, South African rands, okay? All other phases is in crypto. So all 20 phases is in cryptocurrency in USDT, okay? So we don't want you to pay an X amount of Polygon. Everybody's paying in USDT. We're accepting the Polygon, Ethereum, Tron, and BNB network. There's a total of 20 phases, like I explained. This will bring in a total of $291,800,000. From this, there will be $102 million that goes to Aureus, $73 million that goes to Sun, our charity, which is now Ubuntu Helping Hands Foundation, which is our CSR, our Corporate Social Responsibility Act company. that will get $29 million. And then affiliate commissions is $43 million. And the Gold Diggers competition is also $43 million. Right. Now, this is not an MLM. So before you think this is an MLM, it's not. There is no multi-level structure here. So we are talking about affiliate commission. So what's an affiliate commission? Think about it like when you sell an Amazon product. So if you see an item on Amazon, you can actually take that item and go resell it. And when you resell it, then the person that put the item on originally, they will give you a commission. That is called an affiliate commission, a direct sales commission. There's a lot of other companies that also do the same thing, like, for example, Tupperware, Average Lane, and so forth. Now, our Gold Diggers competition, this is not 43 million in one session. This is going through the 20 phases and also with the affiliate commission. Okay. Now, for the pre-sale, we have got a bonus for all of the affiliates, for all the networkers, right? And this bonus is in shares. So you'll see that in every other phase, there is no share bonus. So if you introduce somebody that buys, for an example, $1,000 of shares, you will get $150 in commission, but you'll also get $150 in shares. This is only in the pre-sale, right? Every other phase, you'll only get that $150. Okay. But the price will increase. Okay. Now, this on each phase, the amount of shares decreases. So on the pre-sale, it's $5 for 200,000 shares. Phase 1 is $10 for 150,000 shares. Phase 2 is $15 for 125,000 shares. Phase 3 is $20 for 100,000 shares. Phase 4 is $25 for 75,000 shares. Phase 5 is $30 for 50,000 shares, and it stays on 50,000 shares per phase up until the 19th phase. The price, though, still increases by every single phase for $5 up until phase 9. So when we're sitting at $50, then there's a $50 jump to phase 10. And then from phase 10 up until phase 19, it increases by $100 per phase. Okay, so as you can see on phase 19, we're sitting at $1,000. Right. The competition, the Gold Diggers competition resets on every single phase. So what does this mean? So the top 10 sellers, they are going to be splitting basically this competition prize. So for the first prize, it's $60,000. This is in the pre-sale. Okay. Second prize is $30,000. Third prize is $18,000, and the 4th to 10th prize is $6,000. That's a total of $150,000 in competition prize money. So in South Africa, the first prize that would be 1 million rand. Anybody here? I don't think anybody has ever seen a competition in a presentation where it's at this level. So in phase 1, competition prizes increases to $90,000 first prize. Second prize is $45,000. Third prize is $77,000, and 4th to 10 is $9,000. On phase 3, the first prize is $120,000. The second prize is $60,000. The third prize is $36,000. The 4th to 10 prize is $12,000. Now this increases and then it decreases. The reason why it decreases is because of the share amount that is decreasing. Okay, but from phase 5, the prizes increases. All right, on every single phase. So phase 5 is $90,000 first prize. Phase 6 is $105,000 first prize. Phase 7, $120,000 first prize. And it keeps on increasing on every single phase. Where by phase 14, it's sitting at $1.5 million as the first prize. Phase 16, $2.1 million is the first prize. But even on your last 7, it's $210,000. Okay, so this is not an MLM. Like I said, you are not going to be earning from your entire downline. You will be earning from the first person, the direct person that you are earning, that you introduce, that buy shares. But every single time they buy shares, or every single time that they take their commissions, if they are referring, and they convert that over to shares, you will also then earn commissions because they're still buying shares. All right. So which means that if you get somebody that, for an example, buys $1,000 and they get somebody that buys in $1 million, then when they're going to be getting commission, they're going to use some of that commission to purchase more shares because they want to buy the shares. Why? Because the shares is where the real money is going to be. In 12 months from now, we will have sold out this 1.4 million shares. That is a given, especially once we actually start the mining processing. Now, I said January is our target, but we have got a bigger target. We have been given full go ahead to start mining operations in November. That's next month. But to accomplish this, we have got a big goal. To accomplish this, we don't need all 19 phases to be completed. We only need the pre-sale and phase 1 to be completed. If we can get these 2 completed, then we can start the mining. And if we start the mining, everybody will see that this is real. Number one, if we can start mining operations in November, it means that the amount of time that we get to mine is a lot longer, which means that the first dividends that are paid out in April is also going to be a lot bigger. Remember what I said, it can be anything between $10 to $40, but it can be even more if we got more time to actually mine. All right. So that's the entire presentation. We are going to be providing this for every single person as well. On the website, there is no membership fee. So when you join, you don't pay a membership fee. There's no renewal fees. You are buying the shares, right? And when you buy the shares, you hold on to the shares or you sell the shares when the time comes. You will only be able to sell these shares once the 1.4 million shares is sold. I'm going to make this very clear. The reason being is because otherwise it will break the entire phase structure. And this phase structure is very important because we require the funds to be able to set up multiple companies that is all connected to Aureus, including Sun. Sun has got a 25% shareholding, but Aureus has got a 15% shareholding in Sun itself. So as Sun is growing and it's and the company is basically growing and generating more and more profits, then it will also push the dividends value up for every single member. Right. So that's the entire presentation. We will give you the links afterwards. I'm going to hand over to Rina. I'm handing over to Neil. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks, JP. Yeah, there's a few of you will recognize me, but just to put it in context, my background has been as CIO in some very large BPO contact center and payments companies in the past. When Donovan and JP introduced Rena and myself to this project, I think I made a big enough pain of myself sitting near JP saying, "What's this? Why is this? Where's this? Where'd you find this?" That Donovan realized that I could probably add value as the CIO at the group level because I could be a worthy advocate for us, the owners, the shareholders at the group, while we deployed first this new product. So it's very new in its place. As JP's already said, he's chief executive of the software company that's producing this. So he's got a day job. His attention can't be with Aureus 100% of the time. So I'm here, I like to say to keep him honest, but to help find solutions where maybe he's starting to pull the last of his hair out, but also work with him to come up with solutions that will help us, the shareholders, understand where we are as we go through our lives with Aureus. One of the things is, remember, the shares are in Aureus Group or Aureus Alliance Holdings. The first company that we are dealing with is the mining company, and that's the Zimbabwean-based mining company that we are about to launch the first of the mines with. But that's not where Aureus is going to end. JP and Donovan have been explaining other ideas around expanding the business. There'll be other countries with other mines, which will, depending on the structure, require separate operating companies. So how do we represent the earnings on the shareholder site that we will look at and make it understandable to us? What will happen when the likes of a development company gets, or a building development company gets added to the portfolio? How will that fit in with the reporting back to us as shareholders? And then one of the other things that we haven't addressed so far in this presentation is on the payment side. We've talked about when you earn shares, they get released to us as NFTs, so effectively digital contracts or digital share certificates that are linked to smart contracts. When the CFO early on, at least on a quarterly basis, signs off the accounts, when he ticks that box saying approved, then payment to our wallets that we've nominated in association with our NFTs, where our shares are, we get immediate payment. So there's none of this waiting for someone to get back to the office to sign things off. There's no, oh, we need to pass this by the CFO one more time. It's just instant payment to a wallet in your control. And you can then work out what you want to do with your earnings as they come in. That also brings me to another element that we're working on within the group. We are talking with partner organizations. We're not going to do this ourselves, but just everybody talks about debit cards, making it easier to pay. So our view is we're talking a debit card that will take the cryptocurrency directly, so make it very simple. The credit card, debit card provider will be working with us as a third-party contractor or partner, but also it's down to us to use it or not. We're not going to be reliant on it for payments. We're just going to be reliant on it for spending. So we'll already be paid. It's how we work with that going forwards. So for me, there's a lot of exciting opportunities coming up as a CIO, working alongside JP, not looking over his shoulder all the time. But that'll happen, JP. So that's why you see a lot of technology guys here. So I'm CIO, JP is described as CTO, but he's also the CEO of his own company, who are part of the group. Again, being the shareholder advocate, if you've got any questions on the system side, I know I'm going to regret this, but feel free to reach out to me, and hopefully I can answer it. Or if I can't, then I know the guy who can. But he's very busy, so let me filter out some of the conversations. I think that's all I've got to say. Let's throw the floor open for questions and answers.
Yeah. So guys, that's the end of the presentation, but we are open for questions right now. The answers will be given by the board members because they're very versed on what's been going on and what they have planned for the future of this company as well. So please, questions from anyone. We'll go one at a time. If you raise your hand, I can call you up. Okay. In saying that, we always say this, there's no stupid question, because to understand this, if you don't understand something, please ask. Otherwise, you go around thinking what's happening. If you don't want to ask a question and you want to save it for the person that invited you, yeah, fine. But I think you have the best of the people in the room right now to help you. So to understand better, especially because we are very excited about this project. We know those shares are growing already. We've sold quite a bit of the 200,000 already. So we're waiting for people to come on board now, if you want to.
Yeah.
Right. I have also, if you look at your messages, so if you look at the chat itself, you will see that there is the Aureus presentation that's been uploaded, so anybody can download it directly on Zoom chat at the moment.
Okay, if you guys feel scared to ask a question, you can type it. It's fine. So we have Johnson Kujo. You want to ask your question, you can unmute. JP? And
Yes,
Yes. Hello, good evening.
good evening.
Hi, Johnson.
Evening,
Yeah,
Johnson.
Vladimir. Good to see you again. I want, is it Mr. Rena that spoke earlier?
Yes, it was.
Okay. I want you to throw more light on the card.
On the
I heard you say it's not for payment, but for spending.
Oh, that was yes. So
Yes. I
what
want
the
explanation on
okay,
that.
so yeah, we've all been burnt near just about every name I recognize on here have been part of an organization that we were with, and we were forever being told that they were trying to organize a payment card as a means by which to deliver your earnings to you to then use.
Okay.
What we are planning on doing is through smart contracts on in the crypto space, our payments will go directly to a wallet that is under your control.
Okay.
It's what you choose to do with the USDT that you receive is up to you. So what this card is, and what I didn't say is it's sitting happily connected to my Apple Pay and working just perfectly everywhere I've used, and we are testing it in Africa too, South Africa. Is as soon as I've been paid a dividend into my crypto wallet, I can then push this crypto to this card, which has no reporting requirements across Europe or across Africa, and we can spend however much we want or dare to from that card, and it'll not be restricted. So again, it's a card as a service that we're enabling for your use. You don't need to use it, and you don't need to rely on it to receive your payments.
Yeah. Payment from Aureus will go directly to your wallets. That's how Aureus has created it. So the card is an added service at a later stage when you have to spend, you want to spend your money.
Okay.
Listen, the numbers that JP was talking about is not small. By the time you buy a lot of shares and end up earning that kind of money, many of us don't want to put it in our bank accounts.
That's right.
We hold it in crypto. So we found, Neil's been working with another company where they developed this card. Everything is in place. This card has worked in South Africa already by a member that brought the card to, this card to South Africa already. So it's been working in South Africa. It's used it at Pick and Pay and all kinds of places. So this is an added service that we will bring to you when you join the company, when you join us. It's just in the time that we get to the first dividend, most of you will probably want the card. There's some of us already, not me, but some people have already bought over 1,000 shares. Want a way, if you are looking at if the first dividend is going to be $40, I'm saying so approximately, right? Let's say if it's $40 a share that you're going to get for the $5 you bought. If you take 1,000 and you times that, some people don't want to bring the money into the UK or wherever, but we found that you can spend. And this card is all above board, sorted out. It's a Visa card, perfectly working, but that is a later stage for you. It's not right now. We're just saying it's easier for you to handle your money when it gets to that stage of big dividends, because we see that in the future already. Okay.
Right.
Well,
Thank you.
if everybody looks at this, if everybody looks at the screen at the moment, I just logged into my own back office here. So if you look at the screen and I've got 305 shares. Now this 0.5, that is because of commissions or conversions. Okay. You only get dividends on full shares, right? It's specifically stipulated here as well. But this is based on our target for 924 kilograms, all right, of gold by April. So, like I said earlier, I will do a a small calculation, but there is a calculator. But I want to show you that the figures are accurate. Okay, so if you take 924 times 120,000, I think that's what it was set at. All right, minus 45%. Okay, and then you divide that by 1.4 million. Right, so the 45% is the expenses of the mine itself, getting operations and everything. So that gives a dividend of 43.56. So if I take that 43.56 now and I times that by 305, that gives me 13,285. Okay, so it's calculating according to the gold value. Now let me show you this. So gold per kg, the most reliable, in my opinion, is goldprice.org. And you'll see that the gold price is where we're sitting at now, at $124,000. All right, that's per kilogram. That's per kilogram. Okay, so that's where that additional a couple of dollars is coming from. Now, this is just on 924 kilograms. When we're talking about, we want to do, let's say let's just go halfway, all right? And let's say we do this by 2030, all right? So in 5 years from now, we get to a point where we're doing 30 tons, all right? So 30 times 1,000. So that gives us 30,000 kilograms times $120,000. That's $3.6 billion, right? Minus the 45%. And that leaves $1.9 billion divided by 1.4 million shares. That's $1,414 per share. Per share. So if I time this now by 305, that gives me a dividend of $431,000. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the only investment that you can ever think of where there's no percentage here. It's not a percentage-based system. This is not a pie in the sky system. This is based on the resources that's taken out of the ground. We're not just talking about gold. It's gold, it's diamonds, it's silver, it's whatever comes out of the ground that's going to be sold, and whatever profits there is left in the company. Okay, that is what the dividends is then calculated at. Here's another thing. As a small shareholder, usually you won't have a vote. But as an NFT shareholder, you most definitely will have a vote. Okay? Because Sun will be developing the software where you're going to be logging in. It's going to know exactly how many, it's going to log into your wallet. It will know exactly how many shares you've got, how many votes you've got. If Aureus wants to make a decision, they want to take the company into a certain direction, you will have a say, right? Whether you like it or you don't. So we're talking about a potential 1.4 million shareholders. All right. Normally, that wouldn't be an easy thing, but in an NFT platform, it's a piece of cake because everything is run digitally. When it comes to the amount of gold that's going to be taken out of the ground, my software architect, my AI software architect, he is busy building his AI that's going to be integrated inside of the software for Aureus. And this will calculate every single gram of gold or diamond or whatever is taken out. It will be documented, and you will see this live. You will see this on the dividends page. The dividends page right now is just calculations. This is speculation based on certain criteria, and you can go through this. I mean, there's training on how we calculate every single little fraction calculation. All right. But yeah, it will actually say this is how much gold has been taken out of the ground. This is how many carats of diamonds has been taken out. This is what has been sold. This is what has been traded. Everything, every single operation. And when it comes to Aureus going into property and into building up wildlife resorts or whatever Donovan wants to be building in the future, that the profits that the company is going to be generating, that is what you are earning in. You are not earning in the gold mine or the diamond mine or whatever mine or whatever operation. It's about what the entire company is doing. And this is something completely different, right? We wanted to be 100% transparent. We have worked very, very hard to get this business up and running. This isn't a small project. Even though the company itself has been registered this year, this company, the prospecting and everything else has been going on since 2016. It has been a long process. Okay. I mean, I was in Zim, like I said, for 8 months. That was last year. Everything that you need is in here. You have got the shareholder dashboard. The shareholder dashboard is just for your shares. This is where you buy the shares, okay? Based on the country. So Eswatini, Namibia, and South Africa is ZAR. So if you choose the countries of Eswatini, Namibia, or South Africa, you'll have the option to pay in bank. If not, it will be USDT. Okay, if you choose bank, it will give you the bank value as well, right? There is a 10% additional fee for bank payments. I have to say this. Okay, once you've chosen, let's say USDT, you're going to choose the amount that you want to buy. You're going to click to continue payment. You're going to choose the network that you want to do it in, and you're going to put, this is the wallet that you're going to be paying into. This is the wallet that you've paid from, and then your transaction hash key that you put in there. That's your transaction fee. Your transaction
Evidence.
link. Yeah, evidence. Okay. Now I lost my train of thought there. Okay, and then you're going to click submit. And then once it's on our side, we've verified, payment is done, everything, we are going to accept it and you will get access to the rest. So then your dashboard will also show how many shares you have. Now, from there, what's the next step? The next step is KYC. You're going to go to KYC verification and you're going to follow the KYC processing. Okay. Once you completed the KYC processing, now we have got your ID and all of the details that we require for your certificate. And you will be notified once your certificate is released. This certificate can be anything between 24 hours and 2 weeks. I'm just stipulating it like that. It depends on how busy we get. All right. But it is a semi-automated process. What do I mean by this? Is the certificate is created. As long as you have your KYC details, it gets created. Our admin then goes and checks, verifies between your ID and this certificate. Is the details correct? Yes, it is correct. And then it releases and you can download it. So if you don't get your certificate, then it's delay on your side, not on ours. Legal documents, this you confirm when you register. After you've registered, this is the first thing you're going to be doing. You're going to be setting up your profile, and then afterwards, you're going to go through the legal documentation. Yes, the CIPC certificate, SARS tax certificate, and also our FNB bank proofs, proof of account. Okay, so that's the shareholder dashboard. Then we got the affiliate dashboard. When you go to the affiliate dashboard, it's an entire different ballgame. This is for the affiliates. This is for the people that are going to be earning additional income that is not part of the dividends, right? Yes, you're still going to be earning dividends if you've got shares. And like I said, for the pre-sale, you are earning 15% additional in shares on every single purchase your directs are making. Okay. So on the overview page, direct here, you'll get your referral link. If you go to referrals, please do not use my referral link. I don't share my referral link. So you have to get your referral link from the person that introduced you. Okay, I'm just making this very clear. And then it's something that is usually not available. You can contact your sponsor, right? There's a sponsor details. On your team, you can see exactly who has joined you, all right? See how much you've earned, everything. When we go to commissions, full breakdown of the entire commission. It takes a bit to load because there's a lot of data that it needs to go and get, right? So you can see the transactions. You can convert your USDT, your commissions. You can directly convert them over at the base value of the share. What does that mean? Can I buy shares now? No, I cannot convert it with $2.25. So once it's $5, then I can. All right. Transfer shares. You can also transfer shares. This is going to be limitized, though. I have to stipulate this. All right. This will be limitized, which means that you will not be able to send a whole bunch of shares every single day or per week or per month. Okay. The reason why is because we want people to not go and do a black market, which means they go sell it by themselves. Right? Very, very important. So we are going to be limitizing the transfer of shares. If we see it gets manipulated, it will be immediately removed up until the we go over to the NFT phase when the 1.4 million shares is sold. Right? Withdrawal, this is for your commissions. Once your KYC has been confirmed, you can withdraw over $1,000, but anything under that, you can withdraw without your KYC being confirmed. So you can make your withdrawal. Yeah, you can choose your network that you want to go into. This is live data. You want to know how many shares has been sold? There's it. 11,684.55 shares. That's including the 15% commission ones as well. Just making that. And then we have got our financial statement, which is a full bank record type statement where it shows you every single transaction. And we also have got history and notifications. Right. Then we go to marketing tools. And yes, I am a networker. I've been a networker for over 15 years. So I went and I looked at every single thing that I've always wanted in a system. Okay. So yeah, you can create yourself a list. So you create a list. We'll just call this one test 3. Right, there's test 3 created. Then we go to management and you can go and add a person. Okay, and is it a new person? Contacted, interested, converted, lost. Remember, this is your list. Okay, where is this? Is this manually? Yes, it's been added manually. We will later on stage have it integrated inside of a lead system as well from your emails at the stage. Okay, you can add tags. You don't need to go and follow all of these things in. I'm going to click there on test 3 and click on add lead. Okay. Now, one thing you have to refresh, unfortunately. Okay. So it loads the marketing and then you could see it's in there. Right. Now, what can you do with this? If you go to marketing, you'll see that there's a range of emails. I'm going to use this one. Why? Because this one is the best one in my opinion. So I'm going to use this one. And when I click on send, it will send out this email that explains everything to the person. Okay. Yes, I know. There's some text that's not the right color, but it will come out right. Don't stress. Okay. And then you click on send mail and it sends out the email to the people. Okay. So this is a list book, right? You can, without having a lot of effort, you can send this out to whoever and you can earn commissions. Links. The link system, we still busy fine tuning. This should be done in the next 72 hours. So last little, because it's an additional custom thing that people are requesting so that they can add additional marketing for, like, for an example, like they call it this pixel thing. That's on Facebook. Yeah, basically that's what that is. All right. Marketing materials, that is basically your presentation materials. So far we have it in English, Hindi, and Indonesian. We are going to be adding French, German, Russian, Ukrainian, you name it. Urdu, Hindi is already there. We're going to be adding all of the language, including Arabic. Must not forget Arabic. And then yeah, messaging. You can even contact your downlines. Okay, so training system, we're going to be building a full academy in here, and this is all free. A lot of these systems out there, you have to pay a membership fee, a monthly fee, some activation fee, an admin fee, something to be able to get these tools, to be able to get a back office like this. I was like, no. We are building a company. We want to sell 1.4 million shares. I don't want anybody to pay anything about that. They're buying the shares because that is where your true power is. In 10 years from now, where you're earning $3,000-4,000 per share that you've owned, and you paid $5 for the share. If you're going to be selling it as an NFT, if the NFT is really, really valuable and like 10 or 15 or $100,000, then yes, I would say yes. But if it's sitting at $1,000, I will hold on to it. Sun personally has made an agreement with Aureus that they will buy 100,000 shares, and we're not greedy. We're not buying the 100,000 on the first pre-phase or the second main phase or anything. We're buying it throughout the 20 phases. So we're buying bits and pieces. But in total, we want to buy 100,000 shares. Why? Because Sun's goal is to build rehabilitation, self-sustainable villages throughout Africa, right? And for that, it's going to cost a lot of money. So we are going to be using that income that's coming from those dividends to be able to reach the goals in Sun as well. Okay, so there's a little bit back office training. You can see you get a lot, and we are going to be keep on adding more features. If you've got a feature that you'd like to add, you can contact us. All right, contact your sponsor, get connected to us, and we can talk about it. All right. Thank you, everybody. Over to you, Rena.
Okay, Don, do you want to say something before I close? And are there any questions, guys? Please raise your hands if you have questions. And yeah, we'll open the mic final before we close. Don?
Yeah, sure. Look, thank you, everybody. Again, this is the real business, the real opportunity. We've all been burnt one way or the other. Again, I asked the team to please, emphasize the fact that this is not a multi-level marketing company. It's a business that's being built for you and I. I've been on this journey since 2016. Many of you have heard about it over the years, and it's here. It's ready for you. So take advantage of what you have in front of you. Let's make money together. That's it. As simple as that. Thank you, guys. I think, Rina, are we going to have a follow-up probably on Tuesday or Wednesday evening?
Yeah, Tuesday evening, we'll have a follow-up. Guys, you can bring other people that you think that you want to bring on board with you. If you want to go think about this and come back with more questions, you can go to the person that sent you the invite or just ask one of us. We'll help you to understand better. But we are open to questions anytime during the week. But Tuesday, a follow-up meeting for you to get more clued up in this if you want to. And yes, sales on the shares are open, so don't wait. If you really want to get on board, contact the person that spoke to you. Okay, so with everybody,
also,
thanks guys for being on the call. Yes, sir, JP?
Yeah, you said don't wait. We have got multiple shareholders that are looking at purchasing in bulk as well. We do not. You can buy as many shares as what you want, but it will go according to phases. So no person will come to us and say, "Well, we want to buy $3 million shares, for an example, and but we want them all at $5." It ain't gonna happen. You're buying according to the phases. But what I'm basically saying is that if there is a shareholder that comes on board that wants to buy $3 million of shares, this could happen any day. Okay, and then the phases are out, and we will be starting at the phase where it is automatically. Okay, so it's according to phases. Make it very, very important that everybody understand. There's only 200,000, and from that 200,000, we already sold 11,000 shares. Okay.
In saying
that's
that,
it from my side.
That's a hint from JP why we
yeah,
on board.
it's like a great hint
in the background. So we just want our people to get in before it's all gone, especially this phase. So get involved and let's take it from there. Okay, we'll see you guys on Tuesday.
100%.
All right, speak to you
All
guys.
right, we look forward to it.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Have a good evening.
Everybody.
Thanks, guys. Night.
Excellent.
Cheers.
God bless
Bye.
everybody.
Thank you
Have an
very
amazing
much.
night.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Good night.